been a long day, hasn't it?
Then me wait a whole hour.
It started with the penis part.
Y'all ain't ready for this one. They ain't ready. DME and Brands over.
Oops, I'm
For what? Let's go back to a
What up, though? It's your boy DME. All right, boys, let's get into this. Bullpen. John. So we all know what happened yesterday. Bullpen had an event. And everyone was under the assumption that it was going to be 3 rounds. You got Tay-Rock versus Van. Only people in the know, knew about it. And, you catch people, they get emotional. They get crazy. That's going to happen on both sides. It's going to happen on both sides. You're going to talk with passion when you're passionate about something, when you feel like you're constantly being taken advantage of. It's like the running theme, when you decide to be a battle rap fan and you want to get involved and you want to, spend your money on this product that's put out there, The reason why these things keep happening, and let me tell you something, it was 100% deliberate. All right, this isn't even a question. John didn't keep it secret because he only had 2 weeks notice. He didn't keep it secret because they're not URL. They don't have that kind of money and that kind of budget. He kept it secret to sell more pay-per-views. Bottom line, that's it. And he kept it secret deliberately. Tay-Rock went on 15 Minutes of Fame and had an interview after the battle. And he said, before the battle, all the fans are hitting him up. Hey, Tay-Rock 2-1, bad news 2-1, And Tay-Rock's like, man, I didn't know how to break it to my fans that this was a one-round battle. I was hoping John would do it, I was relying on John. I wanted John to do it. I didn't want to tell the fans. I don't want to break my fans' heart. Like, first of all, come on, Tay-Rock. Break your fans' heart, really? Really, fam? I mean, it was clearly sent from John, orders for the battlers not to say nothing publicly. It's clear as day. All right, you're still trying to cover for John here. That's fine. You did not want to break your fans' heart, bro. I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that from the Gun Bar King, all right? He didn't want to break the fans' hearts. To tell him it was a one-rounder. He was hoping John would. Well, John never did he? No, he didn't. And then John replies on Twitter saying, it was only 2 weeks. Your fans are never happy and blah, blah, blah. That's not the point. The point here is it doesn't matter if the event was the greatest event of all time. See, this is where they get you and they trick you. And this is why they continue to do what they do. This is why battle rappers do what they do. No show in events. Why did C-Money not no show? Okay, maybe something happened. Great. But something always seems to happen on this one specific day where they have to show up for work. The odds of something this major happening in your life, regardless of the kind of life you live, doesn't matter what kind, bro, we all live crazy lives. Some of us a little more boring than the others, but hey, we all got stuff going on, bad things happen. But the odds of constantly bad things happening on this one day that you need to show up for work, this one day, things just keep happening. So when did they find out he wasn't going to be? That's another thing nobody wants to talk about. Did they find out the day of? Did they find out the night before? Did they find out 3 nights before? And if they did or they didn't, whether they found out the night of, the day of, or the day or 3 nights before, the night before, do you really think they would have said anything? By the way, K-Shine and C-Money's not going down. Do you think they would have? No, they wouldn't. Why do I know they wouldn't? Because all these leagues have a track record of doing this time and time and time again. If you follow battle rap, you know this. You know this. URL was victim of it on multiple occasions last year. Danny Myers and Twerk, and the list just goes on and on and on and on. Twerk just, advertise for all these little leagues and just doesn't show up. It just doesn't show up. Whatevs. Forget the people that showed and paid, and it doesn't matter. Just be happy that we're actually giving you something. This is the message. Just be happy. Hey, we gave you a pay-per-view on a random Thursday. Why aren't you happy? That's not the point, guys. That is never the point, man. The point is the fans got to stop being treated like this, man. No, these other genres, they don't do this, man. This is unique to battle rap. I'm telling you, this is unique to battle rap. All right? And the amount of people that will defend this is why it keeps happening. We're suckers. All right? To just say, oh, it's $35. What's the big... Really? Is that what we're doing now? We're devaluing money now? We're devaluing money now. It just doesn't matter. So I should just... That's what suckers do. That's how hustlers sucker you. All right? To make you devalue what your money is, to just give it to me. Who cares? Whatever you get, you be happy. Hey, I'm doing something for you. Okay? All this could have been avoided. Danny Myers on the trailer of this event. Go. Danny Myers commented on the trailer. Are these one-rounders? Nobody responded to him in the YouTube comments. What, you Shrug Life and John, you don't read your YouTube comments? People were asking, are these one-rounders? Nobody got answers. So we just, why would it be one-rounders? Imagine Smack Volume 4 goes live on air. And then all of it, not even saying anything. The battles just happen. And they're just one-rounders. Do you understand the meltdown you guys would have in the battle rap community? Twitter would melt down. It would probably trend. URL would probably trend if that happened. That's what happened here. Nothing else. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. John deliberately hid the fact that these were, and he said, well, no one said it was 3-rounders. It is standard operating procedure. Everybody knows in battle rap, if you advertise a battle, it's 3 rounds unless otherwise specified. Gates of the Garden does this all the time. Guys, these are 1-round battles. These are they tell you. Everyone knows this. John knows this. So to say you're playing us for dumb, bro. You're playing us for dumb when you make those comments, and he deleted the tweets. Just saying, maybe he realized how dumb he sounded. He deleted the tweets. And okay, I'm hearing, okay, the event was great. It was great. Okay, was it great? All right, are we just, okay, it was great because Tay-Rock had a great performance. Are we surprised that Tay-Rock, no, who's surprised Tay-Rock? Tay-Rock usually has great performances. Briz had a great performance, cool. Veloso choked on Bullpen in a 1-rounder. I feel like, did we not kill Twerk for choking against DNA just because it was Summer Madness? And it was, Loso, that's your home league. And I know he feels bad for it. All right? And he knows that what comes along with it. And he probably, nobody can say anything to Loso that he's not already saying to himself because he knows that shouldn't happen. And then you minus the battle. So you got a choke. You got a no-show. And you got a good performance by Tay-Rock and bad news and a good performance by Briz. All right? And this is what it is said to us, bloggers and fans. This is you should be happy. You should be happy. You can't, if people want to be happy for it, that's great. If you're not upset about it, don't be. I'm not speaking for you. If you just, it's just all good, that's fine. And you don't need to, it doesn't have to be, it's not the point. Even if John was just straight up with everybody and the event was a complete flop, he wouldn't have gotten no backlash. That's on the battlers. That happens. It's all about the shadiness, man. That's all I'm trying to, it's about the shadiness. Stop with because it turned out great, and because Tay-Rock and Briz were great, then why are we complaining? That's never the point, all right? There needs to be, you need to stop insulting our intelligence. You insult my intelligence when you say, I only had 2 weeks, and the event was great. Why are you complaining? It's only $35. Where else can you get away with that? Where you false advertise and then say, hey, shut up. I understand I false advertising. No shame in false advertising. That's my point here. No shame in false advertising. None of these leagues ever. No, they never have shame in false advertising. I know interesting things happen. Sometimes battles don't happen. And sure, it's crazy to deal with all these battle rappers. I'm not even fault the leagues. All we ask for as consumers is honesty and transparency. You'll never convince me that that's not something to fight for. It's in all walks of life when you have a consumer and someone who's selling a product, someone who's buying a product. That's in all forms of life. These arguments and these happen all the time. When companies act like that, they get called out. But for some reason in battle rap, it's hurting the culture. When we know what's hurting the culture is promoters lying and then taking our money. That's what hurts the culture. Don't lie to us. I don't like one-rounders. I've been on record saying I hate one-rounders. I love battle rap because I love the back and forth. To me, the one-rounders, there's no back and forth. It's just an exhibition. I rather watch 2-on-2s that are 3 rounds or even 3-on-3s that are 3 rounds any day of the week than one-on-one one-rounders. I don't like them. Can one-rounders be fighters? Of course. Of course. Q, Young Ill, and T-Rex. You know, one-rounders can be fire. But I don't like them personally. So I'd like to know before I decide I want to purchase another pay-per-view. I got to buy Smack Volume 4 next week. All right? Then I got to buy RBE the week after. That's $100. All right? Luckily, Band isn't on pay-per-view. So I don't buy that. So to be a battle rap fan and to sit here and spit in my face and tell me it's $35, be happy, no matter how we sell it to you, that's trash, bro. And I will never accept that. And you shouldn't accept it as a fan and as a consumer. All right? If all these were thrown for free, and let's just forget all the people who actually came and showed up. And yeah, like shout out to my man who left me a comment. He was like, I was there. And we had a great time. Yeah, I was throwing off and we were confused. We didn't know, blah, blah, blah. But of course, okay, you had a great time. But imagine the time you would have had if you actually got what you thought you were getting. Tay-Rock and Bad News 3 rounds is way different than Tay-Rock Bad News 1 round. Loso Briswasting is way different than Loso Briswasting 1 round and 3 round. All right? Loso has a chance to redeem himself after the choke in the last 2 rounds. What could happen? It's a whole different world. These are exhibition. You have to let people know when you have a 1 rounder that it's an exhibition, bro. This is common sense. Stop trying to change the rules and just for once, all we wanted to hear, John, was listen, guys, I'm sorry for misleading you guys, even though you shouldn't have done it in the first place. But the right thing to do would have been have to apologize for it and showed a little bit of remorse and show that you're not a scam artist, all right? And what's going to happen from now on is that we're not going to trust your cards anymore. I'm not promoting your cards anymore. I will never buy your pay-per-view anymore, especially after the response you gave. Congratulations. I'm glad you had it was successful in your eyes and people had a good time. But that's not the point. The point is, should us battle rap fans support a company that won't tell us the truth about their card? And 100% no is the answer. Never. How can you support a promoter who lies to you about what he's promoting? And not saying it's a 1-rounder is a lie in battle rap. Stop running with that. When you advertise a battle and you don't specify it's a 1-rounder, it's a 3-rounder. This is just facts. There's no disputing it. And it doesn't matter if your scam card that you tried to pull over everyone's eyes turns out to be better than Summer Madness 2. That's not the point. It's not because of you. That's because of the battlers. The battlers made that card worthy of watching, not because of the promoter. Promoter had nothing to do with it. Promoter lied. Yeah, he put it together and he paid for the 1-rounders, but he lied. He did. He lied. It's a lie. Especially Tay-Rock confirms it. It's a lie. And all we wanted was, and I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I learned from my mistakes. You shouldn't have done it. We know why you did it. All right? But the irony here is that you did it because you wanted to sell more pay-per-views. And you probably did. The problem is you're going to lose future revenue because you've lost the trust of a lot of the consumers. Sure, there's always going to be the battle rap fan who don't care, don't blah blah blah. Da, da, da. That's fine, you know. And hey, I'm victim to that. I buy everything. I buy all the URLs, all the King of the Dots, da, 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 no matter what. Even after you know, Jay Legend and them stopped buying them after the whole twerk debacle at Summer Madness, I kept buying it. I didn't care, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm victim of it. But I still call them out, and you know, that's the difference. I call them out, and I keep them accountable. And you know, URL, they listen. They've been listening. King of the Dot, they listen. You know, this was your chance to listen, John, and you failed. You failed. But you still have a chance, bro. You still got a chance to redeem it. All right? Apologize to the fans. Apologize for being shady. And don't do it again. And maybe after 3 or 4 more pay-per-views of you doing that, you can gain the trust of your consumers back, all right? And we can continue rocking with you, and we can continue to support the culture. You know what I'm saying? So, until next time, boys. Sharon, Hayward, next. Peace. Love you guys.